This chaos is unacceptable.
Time is running out for St. Louis public schools to address growing concerns before school starts. This morning, the St. Louis mayor is calling for the state to step in.
I'd just like some tips to come in from the public to point us in a direction that we don't have right now.
Overcoming obstacles to find this missing veteran. The mysterious disappearance in Jefferson County going cold as investigators turn to the public 2 years later.
A quiet weather pattern this week, but all eyes on Hurricane Debbie this morning. We'll track that storm and if we'll see any rain.
Closed for construction in St. Charles County. We'll show you how to navigate around the mess along I-70.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, August 5th. I'm Michelle Lee.
And I'm Sydney Stallworth. You know, today marks the start of a new week right here at home, also overseas in Paris as well. It's the second week of the Olympic Games. Let's get straight on out to our Rennie Knott live in Paris. Rennie, you've been working so hard. What do you have in store for us today?
Well, I'm just loving your French, Paris instead of Paris. I love it. Wow, that's pretty good. All right, coming up, we're going to talk to our local Olympians, Deanna Price. She is pumped about her hometown. You hear about that. Freddie Crittenden, why he kind of did what he did yesterday just to have another shot in the Olympics. And we're also going to talk some mental health and why it is so important for the Olympic athletes. All that and more coming up this morning on Today in St. Louis at 6. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, sounds good. Now let's focus on things here at home and this heat. Let's get on over to Anthony, who's tracking our weather impact forecast.
Yes, that's right. The sun just about to come up here, 6:07. You probably noticed the sun sets earlier and earlier now at 8:07, so we're losing that daylight every day. We're getting closer to fall now. But a sunny day on the way. By 7 o'clock, we'll still be up near 80 degrees, near 90 by lunchtime, and 98 degrees the expected high in St. Louis for today. Now, while our weather is quiet here at home, there's a big system, a hurricane making landfall in Florida this morning. We will talk about that coming up. For now, let's get an update on our traffic and talk to Paul Cook, keeping an eye on our roadways. Good morning, Paul.
Thank you very much, Anthony. Good morning to you as well. Okay, so right now I want to let you know about some construction here. 70, so going from Missouri on into the Metro East on the Stan Musial Bridge, right lane blocked. That starts at 7 o'clock, goes for the next few days. And yes, starts at 7 a.m. Most of the volume going to be going the other way, but we will see delays. And I want to include in this map also the MLK moving well and a little bit of construction here near that area past Route 3 on 70. That was some damage to a big girder right there at 70. And then we look here at the big map and you are moving very, very nicely. What about 79 though? 79, we've been talking about it On the Move. That's going to be going east and west on 70. I-70 at 79. Another take of traffic coming your way soon.
Thanks so much. Right now, St. Louis County Police are trying to figure out what caused a UTV crash that killed a young boy in North St. Louis County. Authorities say it happened just before 8 o'clock last night on Degman Lane in Old Jamestown. The boy was taken to the hospital where he later died. If you have any information on that crash, you can call the county police at 636-529-8210.
And right now, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is asking for your help in finding a man who went missing 2 years ago.
Police say details of where Richard Jones may be are hard to come by these days. Our Mercedes McKay is joining us with more on this mystery. Mercedes.
Sydney and Michelle, this is 44-year-old Richard Jones. The veteran from House Springs hasn't been seen since June of 2022. This morning, police are looking for any tips from the public about the man who just disappeared one day.
I'd just like some tips to come in from the public to point us in a direction that we don't have right now.
More questions and answers for the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office surrounding what happened to Richard Jones.
We've had some members of the military that have reached out to us. They don't even know Richard. They're just interested in it because he was a member of the military.
Lieutenant Matt Moore says the 44-year-old lived here in House Springs and was reported missing by his landlord in June of 2022 after not paying rent for 3 months.
Pretty inconsistent for his behavior during that time, having paid all of his bills on time. He had automatic withdrawals set up in his bank account.
The questions piling on Moore after police searched Jones's home, realizing he left his military medals, uniform, and car.
When we went inside of his home, we didn't see any blood, any sign of a struggle, nothing like a cleanup.
Just 1 month before he was reported missing, a Franklin County Sheriff's deputy saw Jones walking along the side of the road with a backpack and walking stick. The deputy gave Jones a courtesy ride to this campground in St. Clair.
We talked to the people at the campground. They said we were closed during that time.
The deputy who gave Jones the ride told Moore there was nothing suspicious about his behavior. The department also received tips that Jones was at a Dollar General in St. Clair, but it was too late.
We're talking about 3 months later that we're getting 3 to 4 months later that we're getting this information. So by that time, a lot of the video has been written over.
Even though this campground in St. Clair was the last place Jones was seen, police believe it's unlikely they find him anywhere in this vicinity.
Probably outside of the Jefferson County, Franklin County area since it's been 2 years. We have a lot of ground to cover.
But there's another hurdle that's made the case more difficult.
The neighbors that I talked to, I said he was a recluse. They rarely saw him outside, and he really didn't have much contact with any family members.
Which is why the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office has one main goal.
We're not looking to track him down for any other reason, just to check on him and make sure that he's okay, let everybody know that he's doing all right.
Now, if you have any information, they're asking you to contact the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office Detective Bureau. That number is on your screen now, 636-797-5515.
Thank you so much, Mercedes. New details this morning surrounding the upheaval in the St. Louis Public School District just 2 weeks before the start of the school year. After its top leader was put on temporary leave, the district's interim superintendent is now coming under fire. Our Diamond Palmer is joining us live in West St. Louis, and we've learned new information just hours ago. Diamond, what can you tell us?
Well, Sydney, we have been reaching out to the school district for 2 weeks. That's since Dr. Keisha Scarlett, the superintendent, was put on temporary leave. And now, like you said, that interim leader is coming under fire. But now the mayor, Tasharon Jones, is calling for a state audit for the school district because of its spending. So late last night, we actually heard from the district. We asked them several questions once again. And this new information this morning comes from that interim leader, Dr. Millicent Borschade's vote of no confidence at her former school district in Washington State. Now, the St. Louis Public School District responded that the board is fully confident under Dr. Borschade's leadership that there will be no interruptions in the ongoing work and preparations for the upcoming school year. And we also learned that there are concerns over the district's $35 million deficit, and that's after the district actually had a surplus. The district responded to the mayor's call for an audit by saying the Board of Education has the sole responsibility for overseeing St. Louis public schools, and district officials are focusing on making sure schools are in the position to successfully welcome students back.
Our children and our families are in the middle of this, and school is about to start in a couple of weeks. This chaos is unacceptable.
So all of this comes again after some more information. So we also learned that there's a board member by the name of Emily Hubbard who was calling for the resignation of the board president and the vice president of the school board. Now, the president, Tony Cousins, actually responded to these claims by saying to that board member, Hubbard, she hopes that Hubbard is making sure that the schools are secure and prepared for classes, and that she is concerned about that. Reporting in St. Louis, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
Right now, a live look at the Louis Vuitton Foundation Art Museum in Paris. Coming up on Today in St. Louis, we are going to be talking with Deanna Price, our local Olympian who has a lot of love for her hometown.
Who Knew is sponsored by Schnucks.